So this here is the result. This here is the weld. The weld. There's the root. It is in there, John. The colour. I get a lot of debates on this. The colour. People say, oh, they're nuked. Oh, you nuked the welds. Wait, before I address that, this here is the prep. Closed gap. No gap. Schedule 10 stainless. 304 stainless. Here's some of my other ones. See the colours? They're not cleaned. The pipe ain't clean, so that's why the heat effector zone looks the way it looks. Here's some more. See, just an average weld. These are just how all my welds are coming out. The roots. Let's see if we can check roots. The root. The root. See? There's the root. There's the root. And it's how it is on all of them. A random sample. It's the root there. Another random sample. The roots are coming out. Okay, that's how we record roots. Yes. The filler wire I'm using. This is the filler wire I'm using. 1.6, 100 amps. I think that video you see might have been at 90 amps, but I do all of them at 100 amps. The manipulator. Here's the manipulator. Again, look, the root just done. It's in there. Push the button. 1, 2 welds. Look, just done. But I've got a piece here saved. Because people always say the welds are nuked, yeah, and they cuss my welds. This here, you could say, is a nuked weld that someone else has done. There is a color difference. On its own, it's hard to on its own you may think this is dark, but next to a weld that is actually dark, you can see the difference. You can see the color difference. The camera doesn't do it justice. It does not pick up the colors properly. So for all of you lot people that I'm ignoring now, who are going to be saying, the welds are nuked, go get out of it. I'm very impressed with this weld here though. It came out very, very nice. And then over here, here's some 5-inch I'm about to weld, no gap.
So what you're looking at right here is a non-prep single run butt weld done on some 304L stainless 2-inch pipe. Now, some of you lot may have seen it before, and if you have seen this before, you know what I'm doing. But a lot of you lot, I can probably bet, have never seen pretty much a non-prepped pipe being welded in a single run, especially schedule 10. True bore, where it's a lot thinner, fine dairy, where it's a lot thinner, one run, but something this thick being done in one run is, I'm sure, a little bit unorthodox for a lot of you lot. But that's why I want to show you or share a few tips that I've learned along the way of trial and error trying to get this one run done and down to a T, because there's thousands upon thousands of these butt welds that need to be done in such a short time frame. The less prep and the less time spent per weld, the better. So it's hard to do, I will not lie to you, it's hard to do, but once you pick it up, you pick it up.
So I've got some 5-inch schedule 10 304 stainless. Here's the prep. I'm going to do a single run. I'm using the ESAB at 110 amps, 108 10 amps with a nitrogen purge, quite a high flow rate. Maybe I'll turn it down. 10 litres a minute. 1.6 mil 304L fill or filler. Here's one I completed earlier. Let's see how this comes out. So this is just a quick finish. And I get a lot of comments saying, oh, you've nuked the welds, you've burnt out all of the stainless properties. This is a nuked weld. This one here is nuked. That is not nuked, my boys. Look at the color difference. You need to see them one next to each other so you can see. At most, this has a layer of surface oxidization from lack of gas coverage once I've moved on. Not burn out stainless or chromium nonsense.
I am going to share with you just some of the things that I've learned along the way of trying to get this method dialed in. And I think the most important tip I can give you to be able to do it in one run is your travel speed. You need that travel speed to be up. You need to be able to weave your wrists side to side and move forward with such speed that it enables you to do it in a single pass. So a lot of guys have come and tested out to be able to do this, and all their welds, they're struggling to do it. And what it boils down to, that I find, is a lot of them have been site guys that are really good at site work, and then when they're coming into the prefab shop where quality needs to be up there, and the pipe is a lot thinner than like your thick pipe on site, they're struggling because they're weaving to one side, waiting for the edges to wash in, weaving to the other side, and inevitably the weld is destroyed. It sinks in. It's not good. Your edges sink in, you get undercut. It is not the way to go. So travel speed, it needs to be up there. Forget anything you've learned about schedule pipe work, or at least, you know, anything above schedule 20. Forget all of that. Travel speed has to be a must. Another tip that I find, lay wire. You cannot lay wire when it comes to this method, because I find lay wire, it's your specs, your weld starts to get out of hand one way or another the further you go. So you might get penetration here, and then too much penetration, and then no penetration. What I find the best way to do is dab. You have to be able to weave, dab. You don't even have to exactly go weave, dab, but you just need to keep continuously dabbing that wire in there, because lay wire, just eventually you just get no root, or the weld sinks in again. So that's another thing that is a big no-no. No lay wire. It has to be dabbing. Thirdly, what's the third tip to be good at this? Your amps. Your amps have to be high. They have to be higher than you want. You're not trying to slowly melt the material away, because again, causes issues. You want to blast it hot and fast, as hot as you can go, with your travel speed as fast as possible. You don't want to saturate the pipe with heat. In summary, you want to weld as fast as you can with as high of a power as you can, and you want to dab wire, and I wish you all the best of luck.
This here is the weld. The weld. There's the root. It is in there, John.
But this
Beautiful.
is a quick video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you lot in the next one.